Stampers, it's Judi Anderson. Welcome to JudiStamps.com. Today I've got a really quick and easy, fun technique for you. And we're going to be using our Irresistibly Yours Designer Series paper from our Sale-A-Bration catalog. And this is it. Lift it up just a little bit so you can see these designs? Those are actually embossed onto the paper. This is a polka dot. There you go. You can see it. We've got a leafy pattern, we've got a fan pattern, there's a stripe pattern. These are so much fun, and I've been showing in my clubs and my classes this month and at my workshops on the different things that you can do with this paper. And today I'm going to show you a technique that I call the resist technique on the Irresistibly Yours Designer's paper. And as you see here, this is a card that we've created. Isn't that fun? A little bit of rhinestones, but this is on the polka dots, and this was using the Strawberry Slush and the Daffodil Delight inks on this one. For my technique class, what they did is they do a card, and then they also get a recipe card just like this one with the technique and the instructions, and then a sample to remind them when they go to do this technique in the future on how it's done. So let's get started. The first thing you're going to need is your choice of pattern of the Irresistibly Yours pattern paper. On this one for today, I'm going to use the fanned pattern. And my inks that I've chosen is the Hello Honey and the Blackberry Bliss. And these are two ink colors from our 2014-2016 collection. And your choice of a stamp, I'm going to use once again the Crazy About You stamp set, and we're going to use this flower image. Now it does have another flower image in it, and it's this one here, and I've used this one this month too, and like I said, everybody is loving this technique. So let's get started. I'm going to grab my paper and my stamp. Now, I always start with the lighter color first. I don't know, it's just out of habit. I think that way you can control it a little bit better, and when you go to clean your stamp in between the two images, it doesn't need as much cleaning. So we're going to ink this up real good. I just inked this pad. It's a little bit dry. And you're going to stamp the image on. Good even pressure. And then we're going to rub with the sponge around the outside, and it's going to give it a little bit of halo. Now look at that pattern, how different that looks than the polka dots. Okay, once again, I'll do that one here. And rub it around. And what's happening is, as you're rubbing this, the ink that is on the embossed image is rubbing onto the cardstock, but in a lighter halo effect. You may remember doing a similar technique called the Emboss Resist technique, and that's where you do the actual embossing yourself and then color over it. I brought to you the Joseph's Coat technique, which is very similar technique, except you're putting black over the top so that the colors show through. Okay, now I'm going to clean my stamp. And by doing all one color first, it helps keep your cleaning pad a little bit cleaner and not as messy for your images to get contaminated with the other color. Look how dark that is, but watch this. Zoom. Look at that color. Isn't that awesome? I just love it. It's so fun. Another one here. And you'll find that as you stamp and rub more images, the color the halos get a little bit darker, so you may want to go around your first image or your first couple of images to redo those. Now, isn't that awesome? Look at that! Isn't that fun? So much fun. Okay, now you're not done. You could be done if you don't mind the embossing having a little bit of halo on it also, but what I'm going to do is take a dry, soft paper towel, and watch as I rub this off. Your embossed images are starting to pop out and turn whiter. Now I do flip around my paper towel a little bit because that Blackberry Bliss was also re-inked and it's pretty juicy. But see how that just blends? And look, isn't that fun? And just think of the different effects. It almost looks like you have a fence in front of a flower garden, doesn't it? With this one, you know, a chain link fence. Don't worry about the big spaces because, as you saw in the card I made, by the time you get your embellishments and your verse on there, you don't even notice those. I hope you enjoyed today's technique. I'm sorry. And I hope you take a closer look at our Sale-A-Bration brochure. Once again, it's over at the end of March, and the Sale-A-Bration items are available until the quantities run out, and I know a couple things have run out already. So don't wait. You know, get those orders in so you're not disappointed and you get what you want for free. So you can find all these featured items at my store, which you can find at judistamps.com. Until next time, happy stamping.